This is Star Wars The Clone Wars Cad Bane. The figure is figure number CW42, and he is part of the first wave of the 2011 Clone Wars figures. Moving to the side, here is the packaging, still in the same 2010 packaging, and the rest of the assortment. And if you remember this figure, since he comes with his droid, Todo 360, it was featured in the episode Holocron Heist in Season 2, so you remember that. And Cad Bane was with Todo, and yeah. So that's that. Okay, onto the figure. The figure comes with Todo 360, the droid that was so funny. He was funny because the most memorable quote of him was, he sort of falls out of a hatch and into a room full of Jedi, and the only thing he could say was, what did he say? Hey guys, I was just testing the access hatch. Works great. That was so funny. Sadly, the figure has no articulation except for a ball-jointed neck. That's all he can do, and the head is way too heavy for the feet. It would have been nice if they had little small ball joints on the shoulders and hips, but no, he can barely stand with his head facing forward. If you try to make him look up, he's not going to be able to stand up. So I sort of have him looking down. Bit of a note: if you're a collector and you're looking through a bunch of Cad Bane figures on the shelf, you want to look at the eyes of Todo. Some of the figures I've seen have the Todo eyes painted just a little bit too wet, and then they packed it, and it smeared all over the packaging, just like mine. Mine has a little bit of actually some smear on. I don't know if you can see. Oh, there it is. Hold on. I don't know if you can see that. There's a little bit of smearing of the yellow paint on the packaging, which is really a bit of a drag. But you gotta be mindful of that. But other than that, the figure set is really great. This is yet another Galactic Battle Game figure, and as such, it has a Galactic Battle Game card, a die, and a figure stand. So pretty cool. Now, let's put Todo right here. Onto the figure himself. The figure comes with two removable blasters, which he can barely hold on his fists. Also comes with a removable hat, which I'm going to put that way. His fists are sort of in a pistol grip, but the thing about it is that they've not molded the index finger in a trigger position. It's sort of like in a half trigger position. I don't know if you can see it. And it's a bit of a shame. I wish they would have cut that or put some space in it so that he can properly hold the gun. But as it is, it's very difficult, which is a shame, really. So best if you leave it here on his holsters. Very cool. He does not come with a rifle. He does come with the same shoulder bag, which came with the other figure that came with the vehicle, the pirate speeder. The figure has some soft goods to symbolize the back part of his cloak, to represent, not to symbolize, the back part of his cloak. If you'll also notice that his jacket is now molded as a separate piece. You could remove it if you want to, but I don't think it would make any sense because the sleeves are just attached or part of the arm, molded as part of the arms. So, but it's very cool that they've actually molded a separate piece, so there's more detail to it. There's actually more paint apps on this figure. He's got the bullets painted. His the bracelets on his arms are painted very nicely. I don't know. I think the paint job on this one is really the best one. And the head sculpt, he's got a removable hat, which I think is sort of similar to the speeder bike, pirate speeder bike figure, which I'll show later. Very nice head sculpt. Really looks like an alien. Very menacing. Very, it's a nice sneer. So very cool. I really like it. And the this I don't know, the pipes have been molded as part of the head. So there. Okay, on to articulation. Let me just mount him. Let me just stand him up. Okay. All right. Oh, sorry. Come on. Okay, articulation. He's got a ball jointed neck, a swivel hip, ball hinge shoulders and elbows, swivel wrist, swivel hips, ball hinge knees, and no ankle articulation. So for all the nice paint apps, Hasbro got back and said no more no more ankle articulation. He's got some paint and detail on his thrusters, the boosters. But you know, it's overall a decent display figure. It would have been nice if they kept the ankle articulation. I couldn't care less whether it was a ball jointed torso or a swivel waist. I would have been fine with anything, but the ankle articulation was particularly important for me since he doesn't have any ball hinge hips. But Hasbro decided to take it out to save on money. Now, having said that, after 2 other Cad Banes being released, do you still get this figure? Well, it's really up to you. Depends on what you want. I certainly think it's one of the best. It's the best Cad Bane figure ever released. But here are the rest of the. Oh, excuse me. Let me get rid of the. Let me just move the packaging away for a while. Here is the one that came with the speeder bike. It's got guns, some holster, very similar to these, and he has the shoulder bag that I mentioned a while ago. I've got the same one, I think. Even the hat, I think, is exactly the same, but let me see. The head sculpt is not the same. The smile is quite different, and the obvious foreheads are different. So it's really up to you. I really like this new one better. And this one doesn't have a jacket for some reason. So go figure. If you don't know what I'm talking about, the speeder bike looks like this, which I don't think anybody has missed out on this one. This is a pretty cool set. But figure-wise, this one is still the better figure. Come on. Okay, and lastly, the first release of Cad Bane back in 2009 was this, probably the thinnest and smallest one of them all. It's not a bad figure. He's got those pipes going on. He's got a removable hat. The face sculpt is not as great as the two, but still a pretty decent figure. He's got the cloak, which is made of soft rubbery plastic, but no knee articulation, which is really a shame. But still, it's not a bad figure if you want to. But I would advise, if you're hunting down a Cad Bane, don't bother hunting this one down. You want to get this one. If you want value for money, I suggest you get this one because it comes with a speeder bike. It costs about twice as much as a single carded figure, which, you know, if you double the amount of plastic for a single card figure, it's not going to amount to the amount of plastic in this set. So value for money, you get the vehicle set. Best Cad Bane figure, you get the one in the middle. If you're just a completist and just a big fan of Cad Bane, you get all three. So there you go. Let me find Todo. And this one comes with Todo, so it's really an overall complete set. And there it is. I hope this video has been somewhat helpful and informative to some of you, or most of you. Really actually looking forward to getting this Cad Bane figure, or still deciding, or a bit on the fence about it. Really a nice figure. And if you're a Star Wars fan or Clone Wars fan, you gotta get this figure. So there you have it, the Star Wars, the Clone Wars Cad Bane with Todo 360. Thanks for watching.